Mm. Hi, come on in. See, I'm not adulting today, which basically means I'm not going to do anything that requires any type of brain power. Well, maybe a little bit of brain power. How you doing? Welcome back. If you're new here, come on in. Come and sit a spell with us. Everybody else will be here shortly. They all come in at different times. Nobody ever comes at the same time. Um, there's always a few scragglers, and then of course you're always an early bird. I can always count on you getting here first. That's a good thing. What are we doing today? Well, believe it or not, today I am down to my last box that's sitting in my living room until about the next 2 hours when I have 9 boxes expected to be delivered. So I want to get this one out before it gets buried in everything else and I lose track of getting them done as timely as I can. 9 more boxes, right? Where's the Temu? Oh, I heard that. Ha! I'll give you two guesses. And the first two, well, I'll give you three guesses, and the first two don't count. Right. Sitting in customs. Guys, I cannot even remember the last time I even went to Temu to look because I have 3 orders coming and they're all very small. I think between the 3 orders, it's maybe a total of 6 or 7 items. And it's been 30 days and I still don't have those. 2 of them haven't even left China yet. And I have been in constant communication. And I even reached out to the seller and I reached out to Teemu and said, cancel these orders. It's been 30 days. They haven't left the country. It's getting absurd, guys. If you live in the United States, I don't know what kind of issues you're having with getting your things from Temu, but I'm about ready to wash my hands. I only have like $2, $3 worth of credits left sitting there. I don't know if I'm ever going to get credits for these items that are missing and delayed because I haven't gotten that yet, and I hopefully will. No, frustration doesn't even begin to describe it. It's more like Temu isn't even trying to get things out to those of us in the United States. And then when they do, customs just lets them sit for whatever reason. They think there's something dangerous coming from Temu. Seriously? Only thing dangerous coming out of Temu is the delays that they send with every packages. So if that could be a live dangerous thing, then that's what it is. Just my opinion. Temu has gone downhill drastically for those of us in the United States. I don't know what people in other countries are experiencing, but it ain't good. And it's not looking good for Temu's future. I have been following the news on all the major news channels, including the BBC, which I started following that for some news. Just about all the major countries that deal with Temu have some sort of lawsuits now pending against them for fraudulent items, fraudulent business practices, illegal businesses practices, customer coercion, bait and switch, all the scenarios that I was trying to bring to your attention a year ago when I was putting polls into my community post. And everybody's, no, 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 it'll be fine. Well, it may be fine for us, but it's not fine for Temu. They're in trouble. I am going to keep my distance, for one. If that means that I lose viewers, then you're not here for me. You were only here for Temu. And that's okay. Not everybody is here for me. That's all right. When I do get the Temu items that are left and anything else that might ever come in, I'll happily show it to you. In the meantime, I'm going to continue to shop different stores, and I'm noticing that a lot of my favorite channels that I watch on a regular basis are also stepping away from Temu. They're getting into Amazon holes. Some of them are resellers, like the Cheap Chick and whatnot. She goes to what she sells on Whatnot. She sells on Posh. She gets from all over the places, different packages, finds the best shopping, the best deals, and then brings them to you on Whatnot. So that's another reason what I continue with Whatnot, because I can support other YouTubers, people that we know that we watch, right? I can support them by watching them on YouTube, seeing what they got coming down the road, and then watching their channel on Whatnot. A lot of these people, like you, and you know who you are, have channels or shops on Whatnot. And yes, guys, some of our family, some of Konnee's Little Corner family have Whatnot channels. And I'm bringing those to you as I find them, and I'm putting them in a subscriber spotlight for you. I do what I can. Your girl's trying to look out for you and your money and your peace of mind. I gotta tell you, the peace of mind and Whatnot is unbelievable. It's to the point that I get excited now when I get a notice from the post office that I have 2 packages coming, or 3 or 4, because you know what? I just watched that show a couple of days ago, and wow, the item is shipped, and wow, it'll be here day after tomorrow. It's worth the shipping cost, especially when you buy multiple items. And as I said, you spread that shipping because they bundle, that shipping gets spread out over 10, 15 items. It works out to be pennies. I'm willing to pay that, right? You got to figure out the budget and how everything fits together. Okay. This is the last old box. Old box? Yeah, old box from SuperBuys. This I received on August 14th, and this is a live stream from August 11th. So the show ran on August 11th. It was Germany's show, which ran in the afternoon. Didn't wrap up until 4 or 5 o'clock, somewhere around there. So she had to pack all this stuff and then get it to the post office, and it still got to me within 3 days. 2 sheets. Some very, very interesting stuff in here. So I'm just going to reach in and we're going to get started because I chattered enough, right? Y'all get the drift. Look at this big bottle. Ultra Soft and Refresh Downy Fabric Softener. Now, I didn't get a great deal on it, but I did get a deal on it. I saved. 4 times soft. This is 26 fluid ounces, which is more than a pint and a half. At Amazon, this is from an Amazon poll, this sells for $6.99. In my local grocery store in Walmart's, it sells for $11.49, which is cheaper than the other grocery stores that are in my area. But Amazon had the best price on it. Again, a great reason to shop at Amazon for certain things instead of at your grocery store. Guys, do your price comparisons. Wherever you normally shop, compare it to Amazon. That's it, just one place. If pull up a split screen, put your regular grocery store on one screen and Amazon on the other screen. Trust me, you'll be doing a lot more shopping at Amazon. $6.99, I picked it up for $6. Brand new. And I like the little flower on the top. I think that's kind of cute, the way that they did the top to make it look a little bit different. Downy is really good fabric softener. And because I have such a small machine, this goes a long way. Usually these bottles will tell you, let me see. Yeah, up to 39 medium loads. Well, I do a extra small load. If you do a small, my machine is approximately 1/2 of a small. So multiply this by at least 4, and I'm going to be doing well over 100 loads of laundry with that because I don't use fabric softener all the time. So that was a great deal. All right. Let's get on to the next thing. What is the next thing? I don't know. There's so much stuff in here. What's my second favorite color? What's Mama's favorite color? Yeah, purple. When Germany held these up, I said, you know what? I have to have them. It's a pack of 8 purple pens. And look at the tops. They're all different. A little diamond and a heart and just regular pen tops, a stylus pen top, a little marble on there, all different, kind of clear with flowers. These are medium point pens, and I am going to open this up because I want to see how one writes. Now you all saw, and I'll show you again, which I got from another shop, the little purple mushroom earrings. These are going with me when I go to see Mama in October. So let's pull one of these out. I'm just going to reach in and grab one. And it's the one with the little purple marble on the top. This is a twist to open it up. And let's see how it writes. Does it have any protecting on the bottom? No. It's a true medium point. Very smooth writing, too. Just the right size. So y'all know by now that Mama does her Sudoku books, and that's her thing. She absolutely thrives, and it keeps her brain focused and alert, and it helps her pass the time. I might take 1 or 2 of these out for me, but the rest are going to Mama. Now, these pens typically sell for $8.99, and I picked them up for $5. There was a little bit of competition in the room, a little bit of competition. Some people wanted them, but $5 for 8 pens, all decorative, fancy, sparkly, and all in Mama's favorite color. I couldn't get those $5 someplace else. So that is also a bonus. All right. Let's get these out of here. Look at this. This is hanging wall baskets. I wanted these for the bedroom wall. I have a lot of different things to put in them, like my bucket hats and just extra things that I don't have like drawer space for, things I want handy. Maybe a couple of extra baseball caps, I'm not sure. But I wanted just something where I could hang things. And when Germany, I had a list before I go too far, guys. I had a list of things for around my tiny home that as I go from room to room or day to day, I'm like, oh, I could use this or I could use that, or I'm running out of this or running out of that. And I make an ongoing list so that when I'm sitting at these shows and I'm watching the products that the presenter is putting in our face, I can look at my list, or sometimes I just know what's on my list. But these wall baskets, this is a set of 3, and they are connected to each other. Is that not the cutest thing? They are woven cotton baskets. They're relatively deep. They're about 6 inches deep. And at the top, they're at least 8 inches wide. At the bottom, they're 6 inches wide. They're knotted in the back from basket to basket. That's how they're held. So if you want to take off a basket, it's on what looks like a little buttonhole. See the hole right there? You can just unknot it and take it out, or you can adjust them further apart if you want to, just by adjusting the knots. But you've got all 3. This is a nice sturdy cord. Pink, yellow, and yes, they're 3-dimensional. They flop a little. Love these colors. This yellowish orange is just like the color earrings you saw me wear in, I think, the last video that I did, or a video a little while ago. This is like what I'm wearing today, that color pink. the green. All these colors, or at least these two colors, are in my carpet that's in the bedroom. I'm okay with the pink one. I don't really care about that. But it's nice and narrow, lightweight, but yet sturdy. Look at how well that's put together. Look at the weaving on that. Is that not adorable? Look at this one. And that one. And she had more of these guys. But the thing is, they were wrapped in plastic. And when she turned them around, I saw this. And I said to myself, oh, I hope they're connected. But if not, that's okay. She didn't take them out of the pack so that you could see what I just showed you. I'm thinking, because there were a lot of people in the show that day, she had probably double what she normally has. I'm thinking they might have thought that these were just individually self baskets that you could spread around and not a hanging set. She had more of these. Yeah, if she still has more, I'm going to go get the other one and have a set. Nothing wrong with having a set. How cute would these be hanging in the bathroom? Roll up some hand towels in one, put some decor in another one. You could use these very easily if you need space, right? These are nice and thick. I love this. Okay, this sells for $19.32 on Amazon. Can you guess what I got it for? Yeah, you're right. $3. Their starting bid. I'm definitely going to be on the hunt for the other one. So if you get to a show that Germany is doing and you say, hey, do you have any more of those white cloth stacking baskets with the little flowers on the front of them? I don't know what to call these storage baskets. I'm going to ask her. If I have to send her a picture, I'll send her a picture. I want more. Really? $20 item for $3. It don't get much better than that, guys. All right. Might as well get these out of the way because, boy, I got 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 more bags. I'm telling you, they always have these. And if they don't, wait a day or two, they will. Check back every day, even if you just pop in and say, hey, you got any more bags of Reese's? They always have these. 4 bags. Remember, these each sell for $11.50. So one bag I paid $3 for, one bag I paid $4 for, one bag I paid $5 for, and the fourth bag I paid $3. So I got 2 at $3 each, one at $4 and one at $5. But they sell for $11.50 a piece. My community is never going to have to buy Reese's again because I kept one of these bags for me and put it in my freezer. They're gotten everything else. I've got a package sitting over there for them, right, that has 4. So now they're going to have 8 of these. Oh, look, we match. These are good, guys. $11.50. You have kids, grandbabies. These are individually wrapped. I don't know if you can see through the package, if you can see the gold wrapping. Halloween is coming up. You get little kids. You know what? Let a little kid feel good. What I used to do when I was in charge of giving out candy when we were kids, and I was a little too old, I didn't want to go out anymore. I would let the smaller kids put their hand in the bowl, and however many they could hold in one hand is what they got. Usually it was only 2 because their hands are tiny, sometimes 3. Who cares? But back then, these things were expensive. At $3 for this entire bag, let the kids have a little bit of fun. Give them to the community. If you know seniors that have, like where Mom used to live back when we were back in New York, she lived in a 55 and older community. They would bring the kids in trick-or-treating. And all the seniors that wanted the trick-or-treaters had a ghost hanging on their door. So the kids knew to go to where the ghost was and get the candy. This is what a lot of them did. They got the pre-wrapped candies and they let the kids, whatever would fit in one hand. Great idea, right? School functions are coming up. Halloween, give out treats to their classmates. Think outside the box, guys. Just because it's not coming from Temu doesn't mean we still think outside the box. Okay? All right. Let's do these. Now, there really wasn't much information shown about this. It was basically held up and said 60-watt light bulbs. It was held like right about here. You couldn't tell what it was. I tried to zoom in to look at what the bottom is, and it is the ones that have the prongs on the bottom, right there. But it's the wrong size for what I needed. We weren't given the size, so to speak. We weren't told in the way it was being held like this. You couldn't see where it said what the base size was. GU4 or gauge 4, right? You couldn't see it. It was being held like this. So I contacted customer service, not the shop, right? Because the shop does not do the returns. I contacted customer service at whatnot. I explained to them that the size was not provided, the size was not given, and it does not fit. Just, I didn't know if they were going to, nope, no hesitation. They completely refunded me. These sell for $11.99. I did pick them up for $3. I got my $3 plus tax refunded. No, they do not refund shipping. Just so you know. Which is fine because I never get just one thing. But I did get refunded for it. So guys, vote. I can't use them. Here they are so that you can see. There is, I'm going to open them and I might tear the box in the process. There's 6 of them in here. They're all individually wrapped. And I'm going to pull one little tiny bug. And these are really, really tiny. These are like, like refrigerator bulbs or certain tools or things. These are really, really small. There you go. That's how tiny they are. There's the base. So you can get a good idea what you're looking at. And this is glass, it's not plastic. So spread the word to any people that you have in the family. Maybe you know electricians, or you have someone in the family who's handy. They might need these little bulbs. I will happily put these into the subscriber giveaway. These are also dimmable bulbs. There's all the information on them. If you want to take a quick screenshot of that. And again, these bulbs sell for $11.99. So someone's going to get a great deal. This is an energy level C. That's pretty much all the information I can give you on them. It's all kind of like right there and right there. And I just tore the box trying to get it open. Sorry, guys. But it is a brand new box, brand new bulbs. So vote. Subscriber giveaway, or I would just donate them to the community, or I'll take them down to Goodwill and donate them. You let me know. They'll have a good home either way. They'll get donated. When things are good like that and usable, I don't throw it away. All right, a couple more things in here. This is a small order, but I gotta get it out with all the boxes I have coming. Oh, it's a good thing I rearranged my living room. All right, look at this. I'm going to take it out of the plastic. You and I are going to look at it together. I have been looking for just the right size notebook that will fit in my pocketbook, my purse, my handbag, whatever you call it. I'm just getting to the point lately, I'm just calling it my bag. I love the way this is done. It's got this Nice little leaf closure on it, and it's got the leaf, see the leaf pattern pressed into us? This is faux leather, but basically you just wrap it around to close it. You tuck your leaf down in there, and that's how it stays closed. And I love that. It's got a nice brass leaf on it. They didn't go, as Germany would say, they didn't go cheap on this. And this is a leather strap that goes around it. Inside, it has a kind of parchment paper looking blank pages. No lines, no nothing, just blank pages, but it's on a spiral so that you can change. There's your little releases, top and bottom releases. You can add more pages, you can change more pages, and you can keep this beautiful cover. This is like felt on the inside. It's very, very soft. Nice rivets here. So your little clamp that holds your pages in. I'm not sure how many pages are in here. If I had to guess, I'd say there's probably at least 50 pages, but it just looks like the old-fashioned parchment paper. So when I have to do a list, and of course, yeah, y'all noticed it's in my favorite color, right? Yeah, y'all noticed that. Okay. So I'm going to wrap the leaf around twice so it holds it a little bit better. There we go. Nice little red notepad. And yes, they have these coming in on a regular basis, all different styles like this, bigger ones, half the size, but this is exactly what I was looking for. I was looking for, and I wrote it down, a notepad for my pocketbook is what I wrote down on my list. So when this come up, of course I had to grab it. This sells for $7.79. Not super expensive. If you want one, you can go to Amazon. Get one for $7.79. If you have Prime, your shipping will be free. So it's still a great deal. But I got it for a better deal because I got it for only $3. So that was less than half price. Isn't that wonderful? Absolutely loved it. Especially the way it closes. Love that. Okay, there is one more thing in this bag. And I do have to tell you that in this bag, in this box, and I do have to tell you that Germany was hesitant to even sell this because they didn't know how they were going to be able to ship it. William, who is a nice gentleman that works there, is in the background. Every once in a while, you might see him kind of pass back and forth behind Germany. He wrapped it in this foam, which he rolled it up nicely. He put it in the foam, put it in the bag, everything he could, and it got here in one piece. I saw it hanging on the end of the rack. And this is where I say, look behind the presenter when they do have displays. If they're showing something that maybe you're not interested in, take that time to peek around behind them. What's showing on the rack? What's hanging off the edge of the rack? Don't just look at the shelves, the big things. Look through and behind and be observant. And that's how I find a lot of these things. So it was wrapped in this beautiful foam, and he put it inside a bag. And I am just going to rip this bag open to get it out because I have no idea how he meant. This is a gallon bag and it's full. So I'm just going to rip this apart to get it out. This is a wind chime. Hold on, I got to be very careful with it. Now, hold on, we're getting there. I'll take this piece of the bag off. And you see what it is? I'm trying to open it up here so that you can actually see. It doesn't want to come off. Come on, come off. There we go. Hold on. I got to put this down and do this way because I don't want to break the rope on it. Now, beautiful dragonfly. Look at that. Three-dimensional, absolutely massive metal in a copper color dragonfly. And you can see how long this is. Just this part is almost 2 feet long. I don't know if you can hear it, but this is not the whole thing, guys. This is just the bottom half. Just the bottom half. Here's the top. This is a solar. Comes with your hook to hook it onto your branch, hook it onto your hook, wherever you need to hook it. It comes with the hook. This is all in the gorgeous copper, and it all has dragonflies around it. Let me pull the sticker and the plastic off the top here for a second. I want the panel to be completely exposed. There we go. Okay, you lift up the top. Very simply, you just take out the top. On-off switch on the bottom. You can see it's lit. Let me cover it. It's lit. The top just sets down in there. But when it lights up, can you see the light coming through on the dragonflies? No light, light, no light, light. When this lights up at night, it casts images of dragonflies on the area around it. Now this is a good size. There's even a dragonfly in the bottom. So that shining down on the ground, you can have this hanging by itself. You can have it hanging together with this so that your two pieces are together like that. Two separate chimes, one with just the dragonfly, one with just the lights. Is this not absolutely incredible? The whole thing together is more than 36 inches long. Beautifully made, beautiful construction. Look at that. Nice, solid, welded seams. Dragonfly to cast on the bottom of it. I can use this little hook right there. You see that little hook? This little hook, which is what I plan on doing. Might as well do it right now, if I can. Do it one-handed. There we go. Hook that to the bottom. And then the big hook will go on here. Look at that. That is so beautiful. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but it sounds amazing. This is the kind of things that if you hang around and you watch and you look, as I said, Germany was not even going to run it. She wasn't even going to show it to anybody because they didn't know how to pack it. And when I realized that, hey, this is not plastic, it's not glass, it was metal. I got to reach over and turn off the light. There we go. That I knew it wasn't going to break in shipping. And I said, you know what? Fold it up, roll it up, stick it in a bag, tape it up, stick it in a box. It won't break. I'm willing to take the chance. And they agreed to do that. And I could not be happier that they agreed to do that. So that exact wood chime on Amazon, you can get it for $18.99. That's still a great deal for that quality and how big it is, and the fact that you can actually hang it. You can separate it if you don't want it to be one whole thing. You can absolutely separate. I still don't know if I'm going to do it as one thing or as two things. But $18.99, And here's the thing. I spotted it. I asked her to run it. She did. And guess what? When other people saw it, they went, oh. But I got it for $8. $8. That's better than half off. And that is a steal. I'm not sure where I'm going to hang it. I don't know. I have 2 plant hangers coming. They're part of the Temu thing that's lost in limbo. I'm thinking to protect it from the weather and to really be able to enjoy the reflection of it, I'm thinking I'm going to hang it inside the porch, up high, not so high that it won't get sunlight on it, but high enough that, like against where one of the center posts are, where I can see it and enjoy it, and anybody else going by can see it and enjoy it. Best deal. Great deal, $18.99. So again, this was a show that ran on August 11th. I got everything on August 14th. Some of you are brand new. I'm going to go over this just really quickly. We're going to rate SuperBuys. How do I rate established sellers on Whatnot? Because I have 2 different rating systems, one for newbies and one for established sellers. SuperBuys is an established seller. I have videos that you've already seen because this video is not coming out until, I think you're seeing this on September 24th. But back in August, late August, early September, I think I put up a few new shows for you, 2, 3 new shows that I had seen. I'm doing a mix of newbies, those that have been kind of moderately involved with Whatnot, and those that are well established. And SuperBuys is very, very well established. And I look at it this way. Any shop that's well established, they should have everything down by now, right? They should be, if not good, they should at least be better than some of the less experienced shops, or they should be the best of all the shops that are out there. With SuperBuys and all the other well-established shops, I use a 5-star rating. 1 star gets split between the speed of the shipping and the packing. Another 1 full star goes out for communication, which is, do they respond to the chat? Do they respond to your request? Do they respond to email communications that you send them when you have a question or issue? How are they about communicating with you? I get a half star for the price of the shipping and a half star for the price of the item. So the prices add up to 1 full star. They get a half a star for variety and a half a star for presentation. Variety, how many different types of products are you getting to see? How many different categories are you getting to see? And how are they presenting these things to you overall? They may not be doing, everything, but how are they doing overall? And then the seller's attitude. How are they when they're on camera? Are they pleasant? Are they professional? Are they funny? Is it enjoyable? Are you having a good time? So that's the 5-star rating. And SuperBuys gets 5 stars. Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay. Sorry for that interruption. My doorbell rang and rang and rang and rang, so I had to go tend to it. That was our groundsman for the community. He was coming around to check. Y'all know I've been doing some new grass seeding and straw and whatnot, and he's been wanting to always ask, is it time to mow it? Is it time to mow it? And it's finally time to mow it. So anyway, back to the 5-star rating. So those are how I break down the 5 stars, and SuperBuys continues to earn a 5-star rating from me. Hopefully, from some of you, because I have seen some of you in the chat, there's some regulars that are getting used to going there, and you're kind of getting into that vibe. You're getting into the zone where, all right, now you kind of know what you're doing. You're sitting back, you're watching, you're looking for things behind the scenes, you're asking questions in the chat, you're participating in the chat. I love to see it. Even if you guys are just putting like laughing emojis or smiling face emojis, or you coming in and going, hey, Connie, because you'll see me in there, Connie Con, you'll see me in there. Participate in the chat. You're getting it. All right. Some of you are getting it. And some of you have been, because you used my link to sign up, you got that, I think it was like a $10 credit or something along those lines to help you with your first purchases. Some of you have actually ended up with your items not costing you anything because your credit from using my link paid for the items. So all you had to pay for was shipping. And when you spread that out, that shipping cost is less than what, you know what I'm saying? You're getting it. You're getting an enormous savings. You're getting lots of products, lots of selection, a good diversified presentation, whatever you want to call it, product display. Just remember, don't be afraid to ask Germany or Bree or any other host at SuperBuys to open a package or to rerun something. If you see an item being offered and nobody bids on it, a lot of times it will be not the starting bid of $3 because they always start at $3, but a lot of times it'll be because there's not enough product information given to the viewers. So go into the chat and say, hey, could you tell me more about that, whatever it was that you just showed, or could you open it? 9 times out of 10, when a package gets opened and Germany actually shows what it is, that item will sell. It might only sell for the $3, but it'll sell. So don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to ask what you're looking for. Get in on it. If you do know of any of our Connie's Little Corner family members that have Whatnot channels, you want me to go check them out, you want me to review them, I would be happy to go sit, watch a show, and do the initial non-product review. Initial review is only a 3-star review because obviously they're a brand new shop. I'm not going to be looking at how they should be performing. I'm not going to compare them to someplace like SuperBuys. That wouldn't be fair and reasonable. I wouldn't want somebody doing that to me, right? Especially like when I started my YouTube channel. Don't even compare me to how I am now. I was a shy little butterfly back then. So anyway, those that are brand new, they get 1 star for the price of shipping and the price of the item because that's kind of a given. That falls to every show. They get 1 star for variety and they get 1 star for communication. Are they at least making an attempt to pay attention to the chat, to interact with you, to answer your questions? If you're asking for something, are they showing it to you? So basic 3 stars. So if you're a newbie, like Shop Madam President that I watched the other day. I watched her as a newbie, and yes, I did end up buying, as you saw in the video, I did end up buying some things from her because she had things that I wanted. We didn't actually get to see her on camera. We saw her son, Jesse. Jesse did have a picture of her up, though, so that you could see her. You could go into the bin and see her picture. When you looked at the live stream announcement for her, it had a picture of her. She's a beautiful woman. She's just very old-fashioned and meticulous that unless she's completely put together, she ain't getting on camera. I get that. I hear that. I completely understand. So I did a newbie rating for her, which I shared with her privately. And I'm not going to share with you because, again, she's new. We're going to wait until she has a couple more shows. I will do a review of the products that I got, and I will do a review based on my purchases. So it's, again, not going to be a comparison between shops because there is no comparison to somebody who's new and somebody who is super, super experienced, right? Okay, that's it, guys. That's it for today. I have a ton of packages sitting out. When I went out to talk to the groundskeeper, all my packages are sitting out there. I have got a boatload of packages I have to bring in, I have to go through, I have to check, I have to label. I got a lot of work to do. It's going to take me probably the rest of the afternoon, but it's a whole bunch more stuff that you guys are going to get to see. Any questions, comments, concerns, please continue to leave it down in the messages or send me an email, konneeslittlecorner@gmail.com. Also put up my link here for you. So when you do go to Whatnot, if you're brand new and have not established an account yet, use that link. It will get you $10 credit off your purchase, not off shipping, but off your purchases. It'll save you your first $10 so that you can try it, right? And still stay on your budget. And once your items are delivered, your first purchase, even your first purchase, once it's delivered, Whatnot will give you your own link that you can share with your friends, with your families, on your channel, whatever the case may be, if you're a YouTuber. And then you can start earning credits for people that use your link, and those people can get the same credit you did. So you're paying it forward. Everybody wins. And no, it's not a tier thing. I don't get credits for people that use your link. I only get credit for people that use my link. So if you don't want to use your link and get into that, that's fine. Give them my link. I can use it, obviously, so I can keep you guys informed. I do have more coming up. As I said, Teemu, whenever it gets here, will get here. I'm not holding my breath. I will be making more just around the corner stuff coming up. It's going to be very busy next couple of weeks for me, and I'm going to try to just set up the camera and record everything that's going on outside. It's getting exciting for me. Had a wonderful video call with Mama the other day. She's excited about me coming down to see her in early October. I'm excited about that as well, so that when I get to see Mama and I come back, that's when I will be adopting, rescuing my new fur baby, or babies. Depends. We'll see. You never know. So, guys, big thumbs up. Share this. Share my link to Whatnot. Make sure you get it out there so that everybody can start enjoying the savings and finding alternatives, especially those of us in the United States. We need options. And if you are not yet a follower of this channel, if you have not yet subscribed, please consider doing so. Pretty please. We're trying to hit 4,000 within the next month or so. We're only like 20 people away. So if you're watching this video and you have not hit subscribe, you know what I'm saying, right? Subscriptions are free. If you've subscribed to any other channel, it doesn't cost anything. You don't even ever have to watch at all, or on a regular basis, or whenever you can. It's totally up to you. It just puts the channel into the algorithm so more people get to see it. It's your way of supporting the channel without having to do anything other than click subscribe. That's it. So remember, stay hydrated. Above all else, please stay sweet. And I will be back sooner than you think with some more goodies and a lot more information from just around the corner. Bye.